actually took down a whole bunch of trees for them in 23 in the spring. Right there. Now I'm gonna get this Awning down for them. We've had some horrendous wind here in the past few days. I'm gonna take my rope and I'm gonna catch this thing in the corners and go back to my gravel above corners and try to tilt back with it. Maybe I'll pick it up like that, I don't know, we'll see. I ain't sure what all I got on this camera, man. I started that one time when I made the final grab on it to get it to bring it off, and when I hopped back up there, the camera, I don't even think it was recording at that time, so I had no idea what I got. But yeah, these things are so flimsy, man. But I got her fixed up. I'll go ahead and crank everything up and let it run for a little bit with that winter storm. I think we're gonna get it. I think that glow plugs on, man. Love it. Fire's right up. Is the way the sky is doing, man, it kind of looks like it normally does when we're gonna get some snow and crap. And they've already have put the brine out on the road, the salt solution, on all the main roads around here. Got that done. Take this thing up, let it run. Engage the clutch on it. chunk of wood in there, evidently. Piece, bit. Yeah, got it. So I'm gonna put the Mini in the shop. I've got the stump grinder in there and the tractor in there both already. That way if something happens and I need to go, I can just take off and get going. I won't have ice all over everything, which I normally would part the Mini. It would go into the shed, but I'm not even gonna do that. I'll plug my truck in and just put the Mini in there, and that way we'll be good to go and can roll like that. Will be the game plan. Put that thing up under the shop too, just in case I need it. If it's in that way, it won't be covered in ice, and I had to get that crap off of it. Yeah. I think I'm pretty good to go. I got everything's got fuel additive in it from the previous bulk tank that I had, and I just filled up my big tank again this week. Hadn't pumped any out of it, so I dumped additive into it. I'm gonna charge my Sennas, get them, top them off, make sure they're good to go. And that should be everything. I am gonna go ahead and mix up, I got plenty of saw gas, but I'm gonna mix up another 5 gallons of saw gas and get that done. I like to be ready. That way when I get the call, I just load up and roll out. As long as the roads are okay, you know, so we'll see what ends up happening. All right, this is Sunday morning. The sky looks like pretty cold too. We're down in the 20s. Wind's blowing. I think the wind chill's down right around 20 or so. So once I pulled all the stuff off the car, this is all I had when I thought I was recording. Actually getting the, I didn't mean to do that. Getting the on and off was 3 pictures, and that was it on there. The GoPros, they have they got a record button on top of them, and they got a power button on the side. And I remember, if you got to hold the power button in for X number of seconds to power the camera off. If you just hit it and you let go of it, what it does is it cycles it over into the camera mode, which I don't really get why GoPro even has a camera, like a camera type mode on it. And so it goes between camera mode, video mode, and then time lapse or time warp mode, whichever one you got it set in. So what I did was, this was on the first part. You can see where I had the ropes hooked right there back. And this thing was on a vent pipe right there. It knocked the big vent pipe off on the back, and I fixed that for him. But this little small vent pipe, it had not damaged it. So I picked that thing up like this, but this part wouldn't hold. It was so flimsy that it wouldn't hold. You can see it widen up. But I was able to pick it up and get it over off the vent pipe and kind of gently let it rest back on the roof. As I had it far enough out that I actually had it where it was overhanging the eave right here a little bit. But they had some night lights, real nice night lights and everything right there that I didn't want to hit whenever I came off. So I took, with it being far enough down, then I took and I grabbed this aluminum beam thing right there. It's kind of like a piece of C-channel, and I grabbed it and get it on off the roof. Absolutely is imperative, and it pays to be ready all the time. You never know when you're going to get one of those emergency calls, just like this one right here with that that awning on top of that roof right there. That's going to be an insurance claim, so I'll write a quote up to the insurance company. and get it sent into them for that. But you never know when you can get those calls. And if you're ready, you got your saws ready to go, you're fueled up, vehicle's kind of protected. So I've got everything completely out of where any ice would fall on it or anything. If the roads are okay to get out on, where if it's icy on the roads, I won't go at all. I'll just say, they're just going to have to just let it go, because it's not worth it for me to have something happen to any of my equipment, or me trying to travel, or somebody else trying to travel end up running into me. Just wait till it changes and gets better as far as travel goes on the road. If you're ready to go, that means the difference between getting one job done and getting, say, 2 or 3 jobs done, or even more than that done. So if you're sitting there on go, you roll out and you get after it. Sure, it takes time, because even after I plugged in the Sennas, I went ahead, just to be on the safe side, and mixed up 5 more gallons of saw gas. That way I'm ready to go, because I got 5 gallons on the truck, and then the bar and chain oil, all that stuff, saws there. With everything under the shed, I don't have to deal with no ice. I've been out there before, and you can't hardly get doors to open on vehicles and stuff. And a few years ago, I was doing a saw class, and it got really, really cold. It was in February, and it started sleeting and spitting rain and everything. And it actually froze on my mini excavator, the throttle control knob where you run the throttle. That thing froze, and I had to thaw that thing out to where I could even run the throttle on that dude. So it's just aggravating stuff like that, and I'm set up to where I can protect all that stuff. I hope all y'all fare well, and maybe we won't get none of this stuff. Y'all have a great day. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.